Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another expansion of Hearthstone. The WitchWood is the newest expansion. That means it's time for deck rebuilds. So last time we did a deck rebuild of the Warlock. Really didn't like the cards that the new expansion gave. They didn't feel like they did anything at all. And that's been sort of consistent with at least 2 or 3 of the hero classes. And even the ones that I did manage to find something that slightly improved by the new expansion, it was only very incremental improvements. Nothing amazing. I kind of expected this when I looked at all the cards. There weren't any cards that really caught my attention except for one legendary, and when I played that one legendary, it didn't work either. So maybe once more people have more experience with the new cards, they'll find some new strategies that I'll learn and find interesting. But right now, I am rather disappointed with this expansion. But that's okay because it allows me to catch up on classic cards that I'm missing. So we're going to do Warrior. Speaking of classic cards, I have 29 of 30 of the classic cards for the classic recipe. Missing only this one legendary. I have 26 of the Russian recipe, so I'm missing about 4, but I'm missing 6 of the Gilneas army, or armory. So this would not be a recipe I'd want to build, but I'm going to do a custom deck. So we're going to start by looking at what WitchWood adds. WitchWood also, with the Year of the Raven changing at the same time, took away a lot more, honestly. By taking away several expansions, such as Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, Karazhan, Whisper of the Old Gods. There's now more expansions in the wild sets than in the standard sets, and you can certainly feel the loss. But particularly for Warrior, they also took away the key phrase Enraged. And so now Enraged has something wall damaged. So this would have read Enrage +3 attack. Now it says has +3 attack wall damage. Probably Rush is a good card to play for the Warriors, so we'll take that. Echo, deal 1 damage to all minions. I suppose you could do as many as 5 of these, unless you could reduce the cost somehow as a Warrior. Not sure how many times you'd really need to deal more than 1 damage to all minions, particularly since there were spells that would destroy damaged minions either. Let's see. Death Rattle will give +2/+1 to a random friendly Rush minion. Rush being sort of the replacement for Charge, but not as good as Charge. We'll take this Rush. Rush gain 3 attack this turn. Okay, that's sort of useful. After a friendly minion attacks gain +1 attack. That'll work rather well too. So what didn't we get for Warrior cards? Draw a Rush minion from your deck. Rush after this attacks and kills a minion, gain +2/+2. This would have been a really nice card to have. Reveal a weapon from your deck, deal its attack to all minions. Can't attack whenever this minion takes damage, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. But it's not a taunt, so I don't think I would ever really play that. So the main problem with them getting rid of Enrage is you can't actually search for Enrage cards anymore. So trying to make an Enrage deck is pretty difficult. You now have to search like damaged or wall damaged or something, some phrase like that. And I know there's some Rush characters here, but I don't think that's... But there's no weapons thing. Like, there's no neutral weapons cards. or anything that has weapons in the name. So maybe I could make a pirate weapon deck, but what do I have as weapons even? Jeez, where'd all my weapons go? Draw 2 weapons from your deck? There aren't 2 weapons available. Equip a weapon to upgrade? That there literally isn't any weapons. What is going on here? Well, they've just made all weapons wild. So you can't make a pirate deck, really. Which I kind of already knew that. Whenever a weapon's destroyed, +1/+1. Discard all weapons from your hand and gain their stats. 2 great weapon things destroy your opponent's weapon. Do you really need to play this anymore? This might as well be wild too, because nobody's going to play any weapons. They're all gone. I'm close to having a mental breakdown here, just realizing that all weapons in Hearthstone are gone now. Like, seriously, that they're all gone. Let's convert to wild, just for the proof. Or maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Before I blame other people, let's just take off the search and just look. Maybe weapons aren't labeled as weapons, or maybe you have to type something different. This is still standard. Yeah, I guess that's possible. Yeah, I was making a mistake. This is still standard. This is wild. This is wild. Let's ask, is Axe Flinger standard? No. That's wild. This is still standard. This is still standard. Take Brawl. While we're here. That's wild. This is still standard. Okay. So you can have weapons. Good. Good to know. But wasn't the reason why I was playing weapons for these two? So I need to put these two in here if I was going to play them. Just get rid of upgrades. So I guess there is reason to play Reno Jackson. Yeah. Destroy your opponent's weapon. Your weapon has +2 to attack while this is damaged. Let's see. Reduce the cost of a weapon in your hand by 2. Taunts. Price goes down. Return one of your destroyed weapons to your hand. Like, this is far too many weapons actually to play. Alright, let's go back to WitchWood and see if this makes any sense. What I'm doing. If anything, I should get rid of some of the rush cards. Trying to right click on these and it's not working, and it was working before. Alright, so I have four spots left for this weapon deck. Oh, you know why it's not working? Because I'm not looking at just all standard cards. I was looking at WitchWood cards. There it goes. User error. So we've got a weapon deck that, for the most part, is nothing new. It's just a slight variation of you will win if you can make it to the 6th turn and play this. And that's kind of all it is. In fact, and so this is like a deck if there's a daily quest to play weapons, and that's kind of it. And it's not a deck that's really going to even win. So let's get rid of that and let's try this again now with Warrior and see if we can find one. Let's see. That would be an enraged deck while not using the phrase enrage. So we need to look at damaged, I guess is the key phrase. A-D-A-M-A-G-E-D. Alright. Destroy all your damaged minions. Give a damaged minion +3/+3. Destroy a damaged minion. Draw a card for each damaged minion. Damaged. This one is not a good one to play. This one's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. And that's not in one of those. So then if we go to wild, and let's just take a moment to see all the wild cards that were enraged. Doesn't seem like too many difference. So there must be some other key phrase that I'm not catching. This, when a friendly minion takes damage, so it's not just damaged, it's damage. Yeah, take that, but we may take that one off. For each enemy minion, gain 2 armor. Yeah, and there's no armor or like shield slam card. Let's see. So yeah, I didn't see a single thing that implied let's get rid of these. Implied you'd gain armor. Have those minions survives damage. This card is going to be pretty useless now because there's so few charge minions and they're all rush minions now. And I guess rush sort of works towards the idea of damaging minions. So if we got rid of whirlwind and tried some more rush cards, I'd be cool with that. Yeah, I don't really feel like going through every single standard neutral card. Here's a card that should probably be in every deck I've been playing, and I haven't bothered to put it in one. That shows the level of deck building skill I probably have. Didn't even occur to me until now. Whenever this minion takes damage, draw a card. Yep. Why did they get rid of the enrage? Like, enrage was the key phrase that you could search for. Now you have to search for damage. And I guess we'll just search for damage, I guess. I guess that would still work, but it includes a lot of things that aren't enrage. Alright, let's take that while we're there. And then let's try some rush. This is a mess. Really is a mess. So the one thing I wanted to double check is armor. Did any of these talk about armor at all for the warrior? No. Did I just happen not to get anything that had talked about armor? No. So if you want to know what they're not going to focus on anymore, it is going to be armor. And that's going to be pretty crazy since that's the hero power. So we have a really bad enraged deck and a only slightly changed weapon deck. And so let's try out the enraged deck and then we'll be done. I'm hoping the solo experience, the Monster Hunt experience, makes up for quite a lot now. These cards are not building towards anything. And I feel like I'm probably going to have to maybe jump over to playing Wild, which will be crazy, certainly, particularly for my European and Asian accounts. But I don't think I'm going to have a fun experience playing Hearthstone, trying to play these standard decks. Just there's no strategy at all. It feels dumbed down. All right, let's hold on to that one and trade those two. I seriously doubt how this is going to be a very successful game. if I play Rush now, I can't use it, so I'm just going to end the turn. Let's go ahead and greet this guy and be polite. So, has +3 while damaged. In turn. Let's see. Can we do anything that cause damage? No. So let's play this. And do this. And do this. So rushes. Good to know. Second turn, a rush enemy can attack the hero. No surprise here, really, and just confirming things that I already knew. I imagine this is a... Alright. That'll just work fine. I'm fast and furious, he said. If I win this, I'll be incredibly surprised. Yeah, I've never really had a lot of success with enraged decks anyways. So, yeah, if this somehow played out well, that'd be kind of crazy. Rush. So I can do something like this and damage this guy. And then do this. And then end the turn. Play this. Here's another card that's probably worth playing. This guy needs to be squelched. So I lost. No real surprise there. Now it is 1:46 Central Time. I've been doing this for about 7 hours, if I round up. So it is possible that in the Warriors case, I'm missing something. It's possible that I'm not just looking hard enough. Like, certainly doing things like this probably is better than some of the cards I put in there. But just the struggle of making an enraged deck now that you can't search the key phrase enrage is such a problem. I don't think I'll be playing very many warrior games if I can avoid it going forward. Particularly if I'm looking for enraged decks. It really does feel like I should just try to make a neutral deck. Like, if I was just to say, like, mage, custom deck, and then just say no mage cards whatsoever. Like, what would WitchWood look like if I was just going to try and play this? Would I get a bunch of lifesteal cards? Would I get lifesteal and rush? After your hero attacks, give a minion +1/+1. Maybe. Like, that would work for some of the heroes. Echo Taunt works pretty well for everybody. Swapping health and attack, probably not a good one. This one's probably a good one. Come to think about it, I probably should just hold on to one of these cards. Let's see. Don't think I'd play that. Add a random 2-cost minion. Anything with a random in it's probably not something I would play. This didn't work very well. This probably wouldn't work this well because I would give it to random people, including your enemies. Another rush. A taunt 09 mech. Like, you'd be insane to try to make a mech deck in standard play. Because, I mean, we could look. MECH is the key phrase. There's two mechs added, and a small collection of about 9 that you could pick from otherwise. Like, you're definitely not gonna make a mech deck. They never really cared about mechs. The mechs were probably the first forgotten thing. There's probably some kind of strategy to this. Like, if you play this and then have something that's lower than a 4 and have 2 of these in your deck, but I'm not sure exactly what card you want that's lower than a 4 that would be so useful. It'd have to be a legendary card of some sort, lower than a 4, which all the 4 legendaries, Battlecry, Destroy All Enemy Secrets, I could see playing that. Doubling the damage and healing of your powers, I could totally see playing that. And I think this is where I've failed, is that there is good decks to be made if you look at the neutral cards first, not so much the... I'm not sure about this one, but let's say it is a good card. Spell damage +2? Maybe. Taunt 5/9? Maybe. So your other elementals, if you're going to make an elemental deck, maybe. Restore 8 health to your hero? Sure. Some of these swapping things, they're tempting, certainly. So I've got like 15 cards here that if I doubled up on them would make a all neutral deck. And if I was to throw in things like Leroy Jenkins and just other standard cards, let's see. There's quite a few you could pick from. Deathwing, Ursa, Primordial Drake, Alexstrasza, Lich King. Just looking at the top legendaries. Bone Mare, Maybe you take this guy. Maybe you take this guy. Maybe you play the Dark Knight. Maybe you take a charged character. Yeah, there's a lot of neutral cards. But then you're not playing any strategy when you do this, really. You're just playing some pretty decent cards that you could play in any deck or any hero class you wanted to. And it devalues the hero class so much. Building a deck like this that you have to assume, I really want to believe that the hero specific cards should be a little bit stronger than the neutral cards, and that there would be more of a strategy, and that you couldn't just make a deck like this and then copy and paste it to any hero that you needed to get a victory with. Although then you might get really good at playing this deck, and if you don't have a lot of cards, this might be the best solution possible. Like Flappy Bird, still a very good card. I don't know if you'd really want to play this or not. This is probably a good card to play. Random 1-cost minions, not a terrible card to play either. Let's see. Whenever you play a card, gain +1/+1. There's a lot of decks where that would work. The Owl, still a very good card to play. And of course the experts will get into, like, you might play Alarmer Bot, get into the value of each of these cards, and people will know off the top of their head what the value is based on statistics on websites and such, and whether this card is more valuable than this card. I don't get too deep into it. I'm just trying to play a game here and not get a PhD level of education in Hearthstone. You definitely want Doomsayer in there. But who knows what you take out to replace Doomsayer. And see, looking at the standard neutral cards, there really is no, like, legendary. I guess I could search legendary. Let's see. If I just type in legendary, it won't work. I have to type in the full word, A-R-Y. Like, if you were to play the 4-mana character that would summon your lowest card, you could do Lorewalker Cho, you could do Millhouse Mana Storm, you could do King Mukla, you could do Tink Master Overspark. Let's see, let's go into crafting. Nate Peggle, Prince. Let's see. Ooh, Prince Kalisith would work really well. You play that 4-mana card, and it then plays this. This battle cry then gives all your minions in your deck +1/+1. That's a nice strategy. Or you play this card, and it gives you the ability to transform into a 3/3 copy of a minion. That's not too bad either. Let's see. Choose a friendly minion, add a golden copy of it. I don't like that one. You can play Arthas. Certainly. If your deck has no 4-cost cards, get Lifesteal and Taunt. You can play the Darkness. Interesting. Shuffle 3 candles into an enemy deck. Yeah, there's some major strategies if you have those legendaries, but notice that a lot of those that I just mentioned I don't have. Now, if you played the 4 mana character that summoned the lowest minion in your deck, then and you wanted to summon a 5 or higher, you would only be able to play it after you'd played. That would be the only 4 mana card you could have. So your options get exponentially more limited if you're trying to play, say, a 10 mana minion with that 4 mana card, because then the rest of your entire deck has to be spells. And see that. So the WitchWood Piper, I don't think that would work. And you only draw it, so you would at best want to play this on the 4th turn and get a 5 mana character. You don't play it. Well, it's been really long, and it's been mostly a disappointment. Let's do one more thing. Let's search missing and see how much improvement I made. I think I was at about 160 pages of missing cards in total. So now when I jump to the end here, how many pages did I remove? I'm gonna say I probably removed wow, I removed quite a few. Like, I thought I was somewhere around 160. Even if I was wrong on the count and I was at like 120, I'm down to 50 pages of missing content. With another big infusion of dust to buy the rares, the blue ones, and then start opening packs to get the epics. Like, I'm a lot closer to a complete collection than I would have thought I was. That's nice. It's real nice to see that at least my main account is set in a way so that we could. I'm missing quite a bit of Warlock cards, but there's no real way to fix that, is there? Yeah. Maybe by the next, maybe after the next expansion, we'll get this down to 30 or 40 pages. That would be nice. Anyways, I'm going long. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. When you subscribe, please do click that notification bell. If you want to support me even further than subscribing and liking and doing all of that, there's a way you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game or a gift card. That's very helpful, so I have more games to make content on. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.